Hi, everybody. My name is Dora Kurimay. I'm an author, performance coach, and former professional table tennis player in New York. You are listening to the Game Sat Match podcast. Have you ever wondered how the greats of any industry are always able to perform at a high level, even under pressure? What is their secret? In this episode of Game Sat Match, we will uncover how I work with professionals to reduce stress, create life balance, and maximize performance.
And we are excited to have our performance coach back with us today. Dora Kurimay, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, there's so many ways to introduce you, table tennis, athlete, star, coach, you name it. But I'd rather you tell people what you do a little bit specifically because you could say it fast. There's a lot.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so Dora Kurimay Incorporation is a New York-based company that offers coaching services. And I work with athletes, professionals, and teams, and anyone who seeks fulfillment and well-being in their mind, body, and spirit. And my effective training programs are designed to reduce stress, successfully manage internal and life balance, and maximize performance.
Beautiful. And how can we reach out to you?
Anyone can reach out to me through my email, which is dora@dorakurimay.com, DORA@DORAKURIMAY.com.
Beautiful. Now, I'm not sure where we're going to start today because I know we left off last week. We didn't get through all the notes, did we? No, right?
Yes. Last time we talked about how I work with athletes, and today we will talk about how I work with professionals.
Okay, great. So let's begin. How do you work with professionals? What type of people in general?
I work anyone who would like to improve any areas of their life, and a coach helps to empower others. So basically, I work, how I said, with athletes and professionals. And regarding professionals, I work with anyone who wants to improve.
Okay, anyone. So in any aspect of their lives, what types of way are people looking to make improvements?
I like to look at the person as a whole. So there are many different areas of anyone's life. I look at the person regarding their family and their work career, their finances, how is their personal life, their spiritual personal development, how is their health fitness routine, if they have any, and how is their physical environment. So I'm looking all these different aspects of their life. And after we see where they are at and where they want to be and what would be the most important area to work on, basically.
Perfect.
So basically, I would like to talk about high performance coaching. What is high performance coaching? And also, what are the benefits of high performance coaching? So that's how I work with individuals. And also, what are the techniques that I use when I'm working with clients? And also, what's my personal coaching philosophy? So, and what the question that you just asked, exactly that's what I want to talk about today, that how do I work with professionals? Basically, how I said, I look at the different areas of their life, and after we look at where they are and where they want to be, and after we create an action plan for them. And I also always highlight what's really important to look at the stressors and the resources everyone's life, because many times people are not aware of that. What are the stressors and resources? Stressors means that basically are draining your energy, and resources means that giving you energy. And the first step also look at what are your stressors and resources, and how is the balance? Are your stressors way heavier than your resources? And that's when stress happens, and that's when everyone has to work on creating healthy lifestyle routine, but also change the environment if they can, and just be aware of what they have to change.
Wow. All right. And also got to point out, you're an author. Can I bring that up? Could you tell us about the book? Because I'm sure some of the professionals can benefit from reading your book, right?
Oh, absolutely. So the books, yes, they are performance enhancement books. It's about mental toughness. And I published 3 books. One of them is the Get Your Game Face On, which is basically covers just routines, what people can use in sports and in their daily life as well. And the Get Your Game Face On Like the Pros, it's an extended version which covers lifestyle choices as well. So not just routines, but lifestyle choices as well, because how I said, it's not just about what you do when you have to perform, but in your daily life, your lifestyle choices affecting your whole performance. That's when you can be consistent if you are doing the right choices in your life, and you can keep up your optimal energy level. And the last book is my stories of mental toughness on and off the table. Basically, I'm sharing 11 of my life stories when I went through difficult challenges. I could do well and achieve all my goals,
Yeah.
although I had difficult challenges of my life. And these stories, everyone can relate to these stories, and everyone learns more through stories. So that's why I shared 11 stories of my life.
Great. Now, what are some of the high performance techniques that you use? Would you mind sharing?
I use goal setting. It's very important. How I said, the first step is to know where you are at. So it's about self-awareness, but after you want to set up some goals that you want to achieve, right? So it's very important. And I also highlight the importance of focus on the process, because many times people are just focusing where they want to be, and that they get very anxious about it, and they forget they have to focus on the daily step to get there. And I always say that, or ask this question: if you improve 1% every day, how much do you improve in a year?
Wow. Yeah,
A lot,
that much
right?
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could do the math, 365% more. Yes.
Yes, but it's even more because every day you get better. So 1% is even increasing every day, right?
Yes.
So if you have this mindset that really shows you that you just have to do a little better every day, and you can improve so much very quickly, rather than just focusing on where you want to be. So the daily goals are very important, and focusing on process goals to also identify the skills that you want to improve. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and you want to build on your strengths, but also improve your weaknesses, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one of the techniques that I use. So, setting up goals. The other one is mindfulness. It's very important. I'm sure everyone heard about it. Mm-hmm. Live in the present moment, and basically just have awareness about where you are and about your feelings and thoughts and behavior without any resistance. So these techniques involve like breathing technique, self-care routines, gratitude journals, self-reflections, meditation. These are mindfulness techniques. I apply these techniques as well. I also apply mental toughness technique as well, which is also goal setting and also identifying your self-talk, which means that we talked about it actually last time. Just know your thoughts, right? That what are the situations when you kind of hard on yourself? Mm-hmm. And I also have to change those thoughts. And I also use with my clients imagery visualization, which is really about imagining your best performance, also where you want to be, how you feel about it. So it's a great technique. Also visualize your success, right? Yeah. And so it helps you also understand that if you imagine different scenarios which you want to be, it also helps to actually just clarify what you really truly want and how would you feel if you would achieve those goals. And I also, how I said, self-reflection is very important. And whenever you perform or whatever happens, you always want to reflect what happened, what did go well, and what you want to do differently, and also how next time. And it also helps you to identify your patterns, because everyone has their patterns. So it's just really good to be aware of those patterns.
Got it. Wow. And how would you say your coaching philosophy differs than most? What is your technique? I know you're into more of a holistic approach, right?
Yeah. So you want to look at the person as a whole. And how I said already, highlighted self-awareness. Everything starts with self-awareness. And I also believe in the importance of individual differences, and there is no right or wrong. So you have to know And I also have clients just accept who they are and also know where they want to be if they want to, change things. And my personal philosophy is also based on believing in yourself is the most important thing, because it's motivation and also performance, or even where you are, is based on what you believe, not what is objectively true. So self-belief, the most important thing. And I also have clients to understand, to know, and realize how is their self-confidence, because self-confidence is related to self-belief as well. And I highlighted energy management is key.
Yes.
So you have to balance your stressors and resources, and you need a recovery time as well. And also focusing on the process is crucial. And lastly, I like to create an optimal environment for my clients, and I like to provide autonomy, so choose from different options, competence. So I provide mental tools to them to achieve their goals and feel competent. And relatedness is also very important. So building rapport with my clients, of course, it's key in my practice.
Yeah. And you have, not everybody could see here, but you have the wheel of life areas to work on. Could you talk about that a little bit? And then also point out that is available. Is that on your site as well?
Yes, it's available on my site as well. So everyone can look it up on my website, which is www.dorakurimay.com. And under services, how I work with individuals, you can see this wheel of life as well. So the wheel of life, how I mentioned, everyone has different aspects of their areas of their life, which includes friends, family, health, fitness, personal, spiritual development, personal life, love life, physical environment, career, work, finances, wealth, and playtime, which is kind of hobby time, so what hobbies they do. It's all really important. And what I do, I assess the clients in these different areas of their life. And after, we will start working on what it would be the most important for them to change. And basically, we create an action plan for that.
Got it. It's always about creating a plan, right? And you mentioned there's a link about how you work with professionals with stress management here, which again, step one is always awareness. And is that on the website as well?
Yes, it's on the website as well.
How to nurture your soul, body, make changes as well that you want in your life. Do you want to talk a little bit about that article, that link that you have there, about how satisfied in different areas? And I know there's different life areas compared to the description and how you rate yourself. These are great tools.
Yeah, so these are great tools. So I mentioned these different areas of your life. So it's a good way to assess yourself. You have to assess all these different areas from 1 to 10. 1 is not satisfied, 10 is very satisfied. And afterwards, also, you want to know, is this a stressor or a resource for you right now? And after, when you do this evaluation, all these different areas, you will see where you got high scores and where you got low scores. Hopefully you got high scores.
Hopefully.
All of them. But if not, you want to start working on the low scores. And also, it's really important to identify which is the most important
for
area. Yes.
Well, let's give them some examples. Some examples would be like career, work. You say finances, you say family, play, professional, spiritual development. There's health, fitness, physical environment. So you go for the first one that's most important, right?
Yes. So you look at how satisfied these areas and rate yourself. And for example, if the physical environment is the lowest, you want to start work on that. It's a very, I think it's also since pandemic hit, everyone started working more on the physical environment. It's very important because it's also affecting how you feel. And you can get used to it, but after you realize you're not happy with it, and just a little change can make a huge difference in your daily life.
Yeah.
Just tiny changes.
Good.
So yes, so that's what what I do with the clients. And also, you can also work on your health and fitness, right? That's also very important. And just setting up small goals can make a big difference. Even how you feel can also help to basically have a healthier life in
Got it.
general.
Thank you. Thank you. And what else? There's still so much more to what you want to discuss for today. So I'll let you take the reins.
How I said this is very important to identify these different areas, but also it's good to know how you can recover. So, what is your downtime? How does it look like? Especially in New York, right? Everyone can be very busy. So, you need your personal time because after you feel better and you're way more productive, even just have one day off. So, I also usually recommend to be able to do that, make a list and list yourself what activities give you energy. Everyone is different, so you can start with that. Also, it's important that when you go to the nature, you don't want to check your phone. You will feel very differently if you don't check your phone for a couple of hours, or if you can do that for a day. Also, it's good to spend time with people who you can connect with and who you can be yourself with without any judgment. Creating morning and evening rituals are crucial, and eating nurturing food, exercise, and applying all the mindfulness techniques such as meditation, breathing. These are very good ones. And also just reading a book that you enjoy and writing down your core values, because many times we are busy and we are just doing our routines without really thinking, right? So but it's important sometimes just to check in and write down your core values and know your principles and standards that is important in your life, and think about how your actions, activities, and even jobs align with these values. So it's good to check in these things. And lastly, what I found really helpful, and it's really good thing to do, is basically write down what you're grateful for.
Yeah.
Because it also really, sorry.
No, yeah, that's true. I have lists, and then I know I have a list of stuff that I used to write down every day, but I don't every day anymore. But there's things that I'm grateful for, and I have that too on my desk.
Oh, that's
I don't
so
do
great.
it every day though.
Could you
But yeah, it's my kids, my family. I mean, I'm thankful for my job, I'm for my life, for my breath, for just, yeah, there's a lot. So nothing's off limits. Yes. And I used to have Post-its up, but I don't anymore. But it used to help me, like a vision board, in a sense, look at things.
Yes, no, vision boards are great as well. And they also put it on your desk. Yeah. And also just remember that there's so many great things that are happening in our daily life. And sometimes we can forget those, and just if we focus on what we appreciate and what we are grateful for, our emotions and just general feelings are very different, and our energy is very different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. And just to remind everyone, Dora, who we're talking to today, remind us of your best forms of contact as we continue.
My website is www.dorakurimay.com. My email address is dora@dorakurimay.com. And my phone number is 347-849-1563. So anyone wants to learn more about this and also just have a chat, I would be more than happy to give more information.
Good. And also, just got to point out, you're a mental performance coach. If you're just tuning in, she works with anyone, right? Any leader, anybody, businesses or individuals. And also, you're the chair of the USA Table Tennis Diversity and Equity Inclusion Committee. You have your master's in psychology and sports psychology. Okay.
Sports psychology.
Certified. Give us more information about yourself, because you have some great accolades that we didn't talk about off the top. But again, people tuning in at all different times, you have some great accolades here. And as a publisher, as a writer, you can help so many different people.
I like to apply interdiscipline areas. So I have different knowledge from many different segments, from sports, from psychology, from sports psychology, and also my personal experience. I'm from Budapest, Hungary, and I also moved to the US. So I also have experience regarding, I've met many different people and live many different places. So I basically applying all these different experiences when I work with anyone.
Got it. And what about the energy level of someone? How do you create energy within? What advice, how do you handle energy? Because isn't it true, if you raise that energy, that vibration, it raises you, your performance, your everything?
Yes, it's so true. So how I said, I'm a believer of energy management, and everyone has an optimal energy. The first step is know what is your optimal energy. I usually ask anyone to rate it from 1 to 10 to know like when do you perform your best? Are you too low and too high? So you also have to know before an important event that do you have to increase your energy or lower your energy when you can perform your best? And I would say what's really important to create positive emotions, how I said, and have high energy in general, not too high, right? But your optimal high energy. And you can create positive emotions by, how I said, meditation, also listening to music, also actually just talking and being with the right people. It's also affecting your energy. So that's also important. But you can create your thoughts as well. So creating positive affirmations for yourself, also focusing on your breathing techniques are also helping increase your energy level and create positive emotions. And I'm a believer of yoga as well and exercise, but everyone is different. So you have to find the best tool for you because there is no right or wrong.
Yeah, interesting. You're right about that. And could you share, gosh, we're almost out of time here, a story of a client or anyone that you've been working with recently about, the work that you're doing and how they've improved and what they, say about your work together?
If we are talking about professionals, I work with someone who was having stress management problems, and she was very, very nervous in general at work. And it really affected her personal life and work as well. And after just realizing her stressors and resources and also creating healthy routines for her was a good fit for her, we created actually breathing techniques and also just winding down time at evenings. It really helped her, and she's functioning way better and also performing better.
Great. It's always great to hear. And again, if we want to purchase any of your books, find out more about you, would you mind sharing the website one more time?
My website is www.dorakurimay.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us, Ms. Dora, and looking forward to the next time we speak. Thank you again for everything and wishing you a happy and healthy week. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm wishing you the same.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our listeners and viewers today.
I hope you got a lot of value from this episode. Thank you for listening. I have included a link in the description below where you can get a free copy of my high performance ebooks to help you to take your performance to the next level. Until next time, take care.